written, love performing night. Danae's eyes may wink, and Romeo leap to these arms untalked of and unseen. Lovers can see to do their amorous rites by their own beauties. Or if love be blind, it best agrees with night. Come night, come Romeo, come thou day and night, that which thou that lies upon the wings of night, whiter than the new snow upon a raven's back. Come loving night, come black-browed night, give me my Romeo. And when I shall die, take him and cut him out into little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night, and pay no worship to the garish sun. Oh, I have bought the mansion of a love, but not yet possessed it, and though I am sold, not yet enjoyed. So tedious is this day, as is the night before some festival to an impatient child that hath new robes and may not wear them. Oh, here comes my nurse, and she brings news, and every tongue that speaks but Romeo's name speaks heavenly eloquence. Now, nurse, what news? I mean, why dost thou wring thy hands?
A weird day. He's dead. He's dead, he's gone, he's killed, he's dead. We are undone, lady, we are undone.
Heaven be so envious.
Romeo can, though heaven cannot. Who would ever thought it, Romeo?
What devil art thou that dost torment me thus? This torture should be wrought in dismal hell. Hath Romeo slain himself?
Saw the wound I saw with mine eyes, I just had.
Oh, break my heart. Oh, break the one.
Oh, Tybalt. Oh, courteous Tybalt, the best friend I had. Oh, honest gentleman that I ever should live to see thee dead.
What storm is this that blows so contrary? Is Romeo slaughtered and Tybalt dead? My dearest cousin and my dear lord.
Tybalt is gone. And Romeo was banished. Romeo that killed him, he is banished.
Oh God, did Romeo shed Tybalt's blood?
It did, alas, the day. There's no trust, no faith, no honesty in men. These griefs, these woes, these sorrows make me old. Shame come to Romeo.
Blessed be thy tongue with such a word.
Speak well of him that killed your cousin.
Don't speak ill of him that is my husband. Oh, my lord, what time to smooth thy neck, when I 3 hours' wife hath mangled it. Wherefore villain didst kill my cousin? That villain cousin would have killed my husband. Back, foolish dears, back to your native spring. My husband lived that killed Tybalt. And Tybalt is dead that would have killed my husband. All this is comfort, wherefore weep I thee. Some word there was worse than Tybalt's death that murdered me. I will forget it, but Tybalt is dead. And Romeo is banished. Romeo is banished to speak that word as father, mother, Tybalt, Romeo and Juliet, all slain, all dead. There is no end, limit, measure, bound in that word's death. No word can word the sound. Where is my father and mother, nurse?
Weeping and wallowing over Tybalt's corpse. Will you go to them? I'll bring you a slipper.
To my weedy bed and death, not Romeo should take my bed.
Hie to your chamber. I will find your Romeo to comfort you. Hark ye, your Romeo will be here at night. I wot well where he is. He is hid at Lawrence's cell.
Fine. Give this ring to my true knight. And bid him take his last farewell.
Romeo, come forth, thou fearful man. Affliction is enamored of thy parts, and thou art wedded to calamity.
Father, what news? What is the prince's doom that I yet know not?
Too familiar is my dear son with such sour company. I bring thee tidings of the prince's doom.
What less than doomsday is the prince's doom?
A gentler judgment vanished from his lips. Not body's death, but body's banishment.
Banishment. Be merciful, say death. For exile hath much more tiernos looks than death. Do not say banishment.
Here from Verona art thou banished. Be patient, the world is broad and wide.
There is no world without Verona walls. But purgatory, torture hell itself. It's banished from Verona, it's banished from the world, and world to exile is death. Thou cuttest my head off with a golden axe, and smilest upon the stroke that murders me.
O deadly sin! O rude unthankfulness! Thy fault our law calls death. But the kind prince, taking thy part, hath rushed aside the law, and turned that black web death to banishment. This is dear mercy, and thou seest it not.
'Tis torture and not mercy. Heaven is here where Juliet lives. Yet every cat and dog and mouse, every unworthy thing may live here and look upon her, but Romeo may not. I am banished, and yet thou sayest that exile is not death. How is thou the heart, being a divine, a ghostly confessor, a sin absolver, and my dear friend professed, to mingle me with that word banished?
Thou fond madman, hear me, little speak.
Wilt thou speak again of banishment?
Oh, give me armor to keep off that word. Adversity's sweet milk, philosophy, to comfort thee, that thou art banished.
Yet banished. Bring up philosophy. And this philosophy can make a Juliet. Displant a town. Reverse a prince's doom. It prevails not. It helps not. Talk no more.
Oh, then I see that mad men have no ears.
How is it when wise men have no eyes?
Let me dispute with thee of thy estate.
Thou canst not speak of what thou dost not feel.
Arise, one knocks, good Romeo, hide thyself.
Not I. Lest the breath of heart-sick groans mislike and fold me from their eyes.
Hark how they knock. Romeo, arise, thou wilt be taken. Stay a while. Stand up. Run to my study. By and by. God's will, what simpleness is this? I come, I come. Whence come you? What's your will?
Let me come and you shall know my errand. I come from Lady Juliet.
Welcome then.
Friar, oh holy friar, tell me, where is my lady's lord? Where is Romeo?
There on the ground, with his own tears made drunk.
Oh, he is just in my mistress's case, just in her case. Oh, piteous predicament that ever did lie she, weeping and blubbering and weeping. Stand up. Stand up. Rise and stand, for Juliet's sake, stand up. Why should you fall in so deep an awe?
Nurse,
Ah, sir, death's the end of all.
speakest thou of Juliet? How is it with her? Where is she and how doth she? And what says my concealed lady to our cancelled love?
Oh, she says nothing, sir, but weeps and falls on her bed and starts up again. Tybalt calls and Romeo cries and then falls down.
As if that name shot from the deadly level of a gun did murder her in her kinsman's hand. Oh, tell me, friar, tell me, in what vile part of this anatomy doth my name lodge, that I may sack the hateful mansion?
Hold thy desperate hand! Art thou a man? Thy form cries out thou art, but thy tears are womanish. Thy wild acts denote the unreasonable fury of a beast, ill-seeming woman and seeming man, and ill-beseeming beast and seeming both. Thou hast amazed me. By my holy order, I thought thy disposition better tempered. Hast thou slain Tybalt? Wilt thou slay thyself, and slay thy lady that in thy life lives, by doing damned hate upon thyself? What? Rouse thee, man. Thy Juliet is alive, for whose dear sake thou wast but lately dead. There art thou happy. Tybalt would kill thee, but thou slewest Tybalt. There art thou happy. The law that threatened death becomes thy friend and turns it to exile. There art thou happy. A pack of blessings lights upon thy back. Happiness courts thee in her best array, but like a mishaved and sullen wench thou pouts upon thy fortune and thy love. Take heed! Take heed, for such die miserable. Go get thee to thy love as was decreed. Ascend her chamber hence and comfort her. But look thou stay not until the watch be set, for then thou canst not pass to Mantua, me to thy lady, and bid her hasten all the house to bed, which heavy sorrow makes him affronted. Romeo is come.
Oh Lord, I could have stayed here all night to hear good counsel. What learniness. My Lord, I will tell my lady you will come.
Do so, and bid my sweet prepare to chide.
I said, arrange your bidding quickly, sir. Make haste, for it grows very late.
How well my comfort is revived by this.
Go hence. Good night. Here stands all your stake. Either begone before the watch be set, or by the break of day disguised from hence. Sojourn in Mantua. I'll find out your man, and he shall signify from time to time every good hap to you that chances here. Give me thy hand. 'Tis late. Farewell. Good night.
But that a joy past joy calls out on me, who were a grief so brief to part with thee. Farewell.
Things have fallen out, sir. So unluckily that we've had no time to move our daughter. Look you, she loved her kinsman Tybalt dearly, and so did I. Well, we were born to die. It is very late. She will not come down tonight. I promise you before your company, I would have been abed an hour ago.
These times of woe afford no times to woo. Madame, good night. Can we meet your daughter?
I will, and know her mind early tomorrow. Tonight she is mewed up to her heaviness.
Sir Paris, I will make a desperate tender of my child's love. I think she will be ruled in all respects by me. Nay more, I doubt it not. Wife, go ye to her and go to bed. Acquaint her, hear of my son Paris's love. And bid her, welcome me on Wednesday next. But soft, what day is this?
Monday, my lord.
Monday? Ah, well Wednesday is too soon. A Thursday let it be. A Thursday tell her she'll be married to this noble earl. Will you be ready? Do you like this haste? Well, keep no great ado. A friend or two for hark you, Tybalt being slain so late. It may be thought we held him carelessly if we revel much. Therefore we'll have some half a dozen friends in there and end. But what's he to Thursday?
My lord, I would that Thursday were tomorrow.
Well, get you gone. Thursday be it then. Go you to Juliet ere you go to bed. Prepare a wife against this way. Farewell, my lord. Light to my chambers. Ho! Before me it is so very late that we may call thee early by and by. Good night.
Wilt thou be gone? It is not yet midday. Was the nightingale and not the lark?
It was the lark, the herald of the morn. No nightingale. I must leave and live or stay and die.
Your light is not daylight, I know it. Well, stay yet, thou needst not be gone.
Let me be tame. Let me be put to death. I am content, so thou wilt have it so. Come, death, and welcome. Juliet wills it so. Let's talk. It is not yet day.
It is, it is. I hence you be gone away. What was the lark that sings so out of tune, stringing harsh discords and unpleasing sharps? Some say she makes sweet division, but stuff not so, for she divided us. Oh, now be gone. More light and light it grows.
More light and light. More dark and dark our woes.
Madam,
Nurse,
your lady mother is coming to your chamber. Be wary, the day is broke. Look about.
in window, the day in and let life out.
Farewell. One kiss and I'll descend.
I must hear from thee every day in the hour. For in a minute there are many days. And while this canto shall be much in years, here I again behold my Romeo.
Farewell. I will omit no opportunity.
Thinkest thou we shall ever meet again?
I doubt it not.
Oh, I have an ill divining soul. Methinks I see thee now, thou art so low as one dead in the bottom of a tomb. Either my eyesight fails or thou art pale.
Trust me, love. In my eyes, so do you. Dry sorrow drinks our blood. Adieu, adieu.
Oh, daughter, are you up? Why, how now, Juliet?
Madam, I'm not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death. What, wilt thou wash him from his grave with tears? And if thou couldst not make him live, therefore have done. Some grief shows much of love, but much of grief shows still some want of wit.
Yet let me weep for such a feeling of loss.
So shall you feel the loss, but not the friend which you weep for?
Feeling so the loss, I cannot choose but ever weep the friend.
Well, girl, thou weepest not so much for the friend, but as the villain was which slaughtered him.
What villain, madam?
That same villain Romeo.
Villain. He be many miles asunder. God pardon him I do with all my heart, and yet no man like he doth grieve my heart.
That is because the traitor murderer lives.
I, madam, from these the reach my hands, but not but I might venge my cousin's death.
We will have vengeance for it, fear thou not. Then weep no more. I'll send to one adventurer where that same banished runagate doth live, shall give him such an unaccustomed gem that he shall soon keep till old company. And then I hope thou wilt be satisfied.
Indeed. I never shall be satisfied with Romeo to like the whole world. Indeed. Is my poor heart so for a kinsman vexed? Madam, if you could find out but a man to be a poison, I would temper it. Upon receipt, Romeo shall soon thereof sleep in quiet.
Find thou the means, and I'll find such a man. But now until thee joyful tidings, girl.
And joy comes when in such a needy time. What are they beseech your ladyship?
Well, thou hast a careful father, child, one who, to put thee from my heaviness, has sought out a Sunday of joy that thou expects not, nor I look not for.
Madam, in happy time, what day is that?
Married, my child. Early next Thursday morn, the gallant young and noble gentleman, the County of Paris at St. Peter's Church, shall happily make thee there a joyful bride.
I pray you tell my lord and father, madam. I will not marry yet, and when I do, I swear it shall be Romeo, whom you know I hate, rather than Paris. He's a news indeed.
Here comes your father. Tell him so yourself and see how he will take it at your hands.
Oh, no, what? I read the Libertad decree.
Aye, sir, but she will none. She gives you thanks. I would before married to her grave.
Soft. Take me with you. Take me with you, wife. How? Will she none? Does she not give us thanks? Is she not proud? Does she not count her blessed, as unworthy as she is, that we brought so worthy a gentleman to be a bride?
Not proud you have, but thankful that you have. Proud can I never be of what I hate, but thankful for hate that is meant love.
How, some blessing, what is this? Proud, and I thank you, and I thank you not. And yet not proud. Mistress Minion, you, thank me no thankings, no proud me no proud, but fettle your joints against Thursday night to go and pass to St. Peter's Church, or I'll drag you on the hurdle thither. Out you get tickets, carrion! Out you drag you tallow face!
Father, what are you, mad? Good father, I beseech you on my knees. Hear me with patience, but to speak a word.
Hang thee, young baggage, disobedient wretch! I tell thee what, get thee to church on Thursday, or never have to look me in the face! Speak not! Reply not! Do not answer me! My fingers itch! Wife, we scarce thought us blessed that God has lent us, but only this child. But now I see this one is one too much. And then we have a cousin having her. Out of the Hilding!
God heaven bless her! You were to blame, my lord, to right her so.
And why, my lady wisdom? Good prudence, hold your tongue.
I speak-
Mental with your gossips. Go!
I speak no treason.
Oh, God, he got
May
it!
not one speak.
Base, you mumbling fool! Unto your grave of gossip's ball, for here we need it not.
You were too hot.
God's bread makes me mad. To answer, I'll not wed. I cannot love. I am too young. I pray you, pardon me. But I will not wed. I'll pardon you. Graze where you will. You shall not house with me. Look to it. Think on it. I do not use to jest. Thursday is near. Lay hand on heart. Advise and you be mine. I'll give you to my friend. And you be not hang, beg, stop, die in the streets, for by my soul I'll ne'er acknowledge thee. No what is mine shall never do thee good. Trust to it, bethink you, I'll not be forsworn.
Is there no pity sitting in the clouds that sees into the bottom of my grief? Oh, sweet, my mother cast me
thou wilt, for I have done with thee.
Oh God, O nurse, how shall this be prevented? What sayest thou? Is thou not a word of joy and comfort, nurse?
Faith, here it is. Romeo is banished, and all the world to nothing, that he dare not come back to challenge you if need be by stealth. And since the case so stands, I think it best you marry with your county. Oh, he's a lovely gentleman. Romeo is a dish clerk to him. I think you'll be happy in your second match. For exile your first, or your first is dead, or would he were. Living here making you no use of him.
Speakest thou from thy heart?
And from thy soul too. I'll pursue them both.
Amen. What? Well, thou hast comforted me marvellous much. Go in and tell my lady of God who be displeased my father to Lawrence herself, to make confession and to be absolved.
Marry I will. And this is wisely done.
Ancient damnation, O most wicked fiend! Up to the friar to know his remedy. If all else fail, myself have power to die.
On Thursday, sir? The time is very short.
My father Capulet would have it so, and I am nothing slow to slack his haste.
But you say you do not know the lady's mind. Uneven is the course, I like it not.
And moderately she weeps for Tybalt's death. Therefore have I little talked of love, for Venus smiles not in the house of tears. Now, sir, her father counts it dangerous that she do give her sorrow so much sway, and in his wisdom hastes our marriage, to stop the inundation of her tears, which too much minded by herself alone, may be put from her by society. Now do you know the reason of this haste?
I would I knew not why it should be slowed. Look, sir, here comes the lady toward myself.
Happily met, my lady and my wife.
It may be, sir, when I may be a wife.
Maybe, must be, love on Thursday next.
What must be shall be.
That's a certain text.
Come you to make confession to this father?
To answer to that, I should confess to you.
Do not deny to him that you love me.
I'll confess to you that I love him.
So are ye. I am sure that you love me.
If I do so, it will be more of price, being spoke behind your back rather than to your face.
Poor soul, thy face is much abused with tears.
Shall I come to your evening mass, father?
My letter serves me, pensive daughter, now. My lord, we must entreat the time alone.
God shield, I should disturb devotion. Juliet, on Thursday early will I rouse ye. Till then, adieu, and keep this holy kiss.
Shut the door. When thou hast done so, come weep with me, past hope, past cure, past hell.
Juliet, I already know thy grief. It strains me past the compass of my wits. I hear thou must and nothing may prorogue it. Thursday next be married to this county.
Friar, tell me that thou not hearest of this, unless thou tell me how I may prevent it. Be not so long to speak, I long to die. If what thou speak not of remedy.
Oh, daughter, I do spy a kind of hope, which craves as desperate an execution as that is desperate which we would prevent. If, rather than marry County Paris, thou hast the strength of will to slay thyself, then it is likely thou wilt undertake a thing like death to chide away the shame that copest with death itself to escape from it. And if thou darest, I'll give thee remedy.
Bid me leap rather than marry Paris. Put me into a new-made grave and hide me with a dead man in a shroud. Things that to hear them told have made me tremble. I would do it without fear and doubt to live an unstained wife to my sweet love.
Hold then. Go home. Be merry. Give consent to marry Paris. Wednesday is tomorrow. Tomorrow night look that thou lie alone. Let not the nurse lie with thee in thy chamber. And take thou this vial, being then in bed, and this distilling liquor drink thou off. When presently through all thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humour. For no pulse shall keep his native progress, but surcease. No warmth, no breath shall testify thou livest. The roses in thy lips and cheeks shall fade to waddy ashes. Thy eyes' windows fall like death when he shuts up the day of life. Each part, deprived of supple government, shall stiff and stark and cold appear like death. and in this borrowed likeness of shrunk death, thou shalt continue 42 hours, and then awake as from a pleasant sleep. Now when the bridegroom in the morning comes to rouse thee from thy bed, there art thou dead. As the manner of our country is, in thy best robes uncovered on the bier, thou shalt be borne to that same ancient vault where all the kindred of the Capulets lie. Meantime, against thou shalt wait, shall Romeo by my letters know our drift, and hither shall he come, and he and I will watch thy waking, and that very night shall Romeo bear thee hence to Mantua. This shall free thee from this present shame, if no inconstant toy or womanish fear abate thy valour in the acting it.
Oh, give me, tell me not of fear.
Hold, get you gone. Be strong and prosperous in this resolve. I'll send a friar with speed to Mantua with my letters to thy lord.
Love, give me strength, and strength shall help thought. Farewell, Father.
What? Is my daughter going to Friar Lawrence?
Aye, forsooth.
Well, he may have a chance to do some good on her. Peevish self with harlotry it is.
See, there she comes from Shrift with merry looks.
How now, my headstrong? Where have you been getting?
Where I've learnt to repent the sin of disobedient opposition to you and your behests, Holy Lawrence to fall prostrate here, to beg your pardon. Pardon, I beseech you. Henceforth I am ever ruled by you.
Go send for the county. Go tell him of this. I'll have this knot knit up tomorrow morning.
I met the youthful lord at Lawrence's cell, and gave him what love I might. Lost if you know the bounds of modesty.
Why, I'm glad on it. This is well. Stand up. This is as it should be. I may go, I say, and fetch him hither. Now, before God, this holy reverend friar, our whole city is much bound to.
Nurse, will you go with me to my closet to seek out such meaningful ornaments as you see fit for me tomorrow?
No. Not till Thursday. There is time enough.
Go with her, nurse. We'll to church tomorrow.
We shall be short in our provisions, 'tis now near night.
Hush, I will stir about, and all things shall be well. I warrant thee, wife. Go without to Juliet. Help to deck up her. I'll not to bed tonight. Let me alone. I'll play the housewife for once. What ho! Well, I will walk myself to County Paris, to prepare up him against tomorrow. My heart is wondrous light, since the same wayward girl is so reclaimed.
Oh, daughter, need you my help?
No, madam, so please let me be left alone.
Good night. Get thee to bed and rest, for thou hast need.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. With a faint cold fear thrills through my veins that almost freezes up at the heat of life. I'll call them back again to comfort me. Nurse! What should she do here? My dismal scenes I needs must act alone. Oh, why? What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I then be married tomorrow morning? Oh no. Shall forbid it. Lie thou there. What if it be a poison the friar subtly hath ministered to have me dead? Lest in this marriage he be dishonoured because he married me before to Romeo. I fear it is, and yet methinks it not, for he hath still been tried a holy man. How if, when I'm laid into the tomb, I die before the time Romeo comes to wake me? There's a fearful point. Shall I not then be stifled in the vault to whose foul mouth no halcyon air breathes in, and die strangled in my my Romeo comes. For if I live, is it not like the horrible conceit of death and night together with the terror of the place, where all my ancestors' bones lie packed, and Tybalt lies festering in his shroud? Oh look, methinks I see my cousin Tybalt, seeking out Romeo that did spit his body upon a rapier's point. Stay, Tybalt, stay! Oh, Romeo. Romeo, Romeo. Here's drink. I drink to thee.
Mistress, what mistress? Juliet, fast I warned her she. Why, lady, why, lamb, why, you slug of bed? Why, love, I say, mistress, why, bride? What, just as you close them down again, I need must awake you, lady. Lady? Lady! Alas! Alas, help, my lady! My lady, my lord is dead. How, how?
What noise is here?
Oh, lamentable day!
What's the matter?
Look on him. Oh me, my child, my only life. Revive, look up, or I will die with thee. Help, help, call help!
For shame, bring Juliet forth. Our Lord is come.
She's dead. Just say she's gone, she's killed, she's dead. Elect the day, she's dead, she's dead, she's dead!
Let me see her. Out at last she's cold. Her blood is settled, it joins are stiff. Life in these lips have been long separated. Death lies on her like an untimely frost upon the sweetest flower of all the field.
Oh, lamentable day, oh, woeful time.
Death the tenor makes me wail. Ties up my tongue will not let me speak.
Come, is the bride ready to go to church?
Ready to go, but never to return. Oh, son, before thy wedding day, hath death lain with thy wife.
Long have I thought to see this day. Doth it give me such a sight as this?
Oh, woe. Oh, woeful, woeful, woeful day. Most lamentable day that ever did I yet behold. A cursed, unhappy, wretched, hateful day.
Oh, love. Oh, life. Not life, but love and death.
Oh, child. Oh, child, my soul and not my child. Dead art thou. Alack, my child is dead. And with her my joys are buried.
Peace. Oh, for shame. Confusion's cure lives not in these confusions. Heaven and yourself have part in this fair maid. Now heaven hath all, and all the better is it for the maid. Your part in her you could not keep from death, but heaven keeps his part in eternal life. Sir, go you in, and madam go with him, and go, Sir Paris. Everyone prepare to follow this fair course unto her grave. The heavens do lower upon you for some ill. Move them no more by crossing their high will.
trust the flattering truth of sleep. My dreams presage some joyful news at hand. News from Verona? How now, Balthazar? Dost thou bring me letters from the friar? How is my lady? Is my father well? How doth my lady Juliet? That I ask again, for nothing can be ill if she be well.
Then she is well, and nothing can be ill. Her body sleeps at Capel's monument, but her immortal part with the angel lives. I saw her laid low in a kindred vault, and presently took post to tell it to you. Oh, pardon me for bringing these ill news, since you did leave it for my officer.
Is it e'en so? Then I defy you, stars!
I do beseech you, sir, have patience. Your looks are pale and wild, and do import some misadventure.
Thou art deceived! Leave me, and do the thing I bid thee do. Hast thou no letters to me from the friar?
No, my good lord.
No matter. Get thee gone. I'll be with thee straight. Well, Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight. Let's see for means. As I remember, there should be an apothecary on hereabouts it dwells. And if a man did need a poison, the Kate of Rich would sell it to him. As I remember, this should be the place of the apothecary. Being the biggest holiday, the shop is shut. What ho, apothecary!
Who calls so loud?
Come hither, man, I see that thou art poor. Hold, I have 40 ducats. Give me a dram of poison.
Such mortal drugs I have, but Mantua's law is death to any he that utters them.
Art thou so fearful and full of wretchedness, and fearest to die? The world is not thy friend, nor the world's law, therefore break it and take this.
My poverty, but not my will consents.
I pay thy poverty and not thy will.
Take this, and put it in any liquid thing you will, and drink it off. And if you had the strength of 20 men, it would dispatch you straight.
I have sold thee poison. Thou hast sold me none. Farewell, buy food and get thyself in flesh. Come cordial, not poison, with me to Juliet's grave, for there I must use thee.
Holy Franciscan friar, brother, ho!
This same should be the voice of Friar John. Welcome from Mantua. What says Romeo? Or if his mind permits, give me his letter.
Going to find the barefoot brother out. What about order to associate me? Here in this city, visiting the sick. And finding him, the searchers of the town, fearing that we both were in a house where the infectious pestilence stood reign, sealed up the doors, and would not let us fall, till it must be to Mantua where they were stay.
Who bear my letter then to Romeo?
I could not send it. Here it is again. Nor get me messenger to bring it thee. So fearful were they of infection.
Unhappy fortune! By my brotherhood, the letter was not nice, but full of charge, of dear import, and the neglecting it may do much danger. Friar John, go hence, get me an iron crow, and bring it straight home for myself.
Brother, I'll go and bring it thee.
Now must I to the monument alone. Within this 3 hours will fair Juliet wake. She will beshrew me much that Romeo hath had no notice of these accidents. But I will write again to Mantua, and keep her closely at my cell till Romeo come. Poor living corse, closed in a dead man's tomb.
Give me thy torch, boy. Hence, and stand aloof. Yet put it out, for I would not be seen. Under yonder trees lay thee, holding thy ear close to the hollow ground. So shall no foot upon the churchyard tread. Being loose, unfirm with digging of graves, thou shalt hear it. Whistle then to me as a signal thou hearest something approach. Give me those flowers. Do as I bid thee, go.
I'm almost afraid to stand alone here in the churchyard. Yet I will adventure.
Sweet flower, with flowers thy bridal bed I strew. Oh woe, thy canopy is but dust and stones. The sweet water nightly I will dew. Or wanting that, with tears distilled by moans, the obsequies that I for thee shall keep, nightly shall be to strew thy grave and weep.
More pork.
The boy gives warning. Something doth approach. What cursed foot wanders this way tonight, to cross my obsequies and true love's right? What, with a torch, muffle me night, a while?
Give me the mattock and the wrenching iron. Oh, take this letter to my Lord and Father. Upon thy life I charge thee, whate'er thou hearest or seest, stand all aloof, but do not interrupt me in my course.
I'll be gone, sir, and not trouble you.
Wilt thou show me friendship? Farewell. Live and be prosperous.
All the same, I'll hide me hereabout. His looks I fear, and his intent I doubt.
This is that bad haunting Montague that murdered my love's cousin, with which grief it is supposed the fair creature died. And here has come to do some villainous shame to the dead bodies. I will apprehend him. Stop thy unhallowed toil. Vile Montague, can vengeance be pursued further than death? Condemn me that I do apprehend thee. Obey and go with me, for thou must die.
Therefore came I hither, tempt not a desperate man. Leave me be. Be gone!
I do not fight the congregation. I apprehend thee for a felon here.
Wilt thou provoke me? Then have it at thee, boy.
Oh Lord, they fight. I'll go call watch.
Tomb. Lay me, Juliet.
In faith I will peruse this face. Mercutio's kinsman, noble county Paris. I'll bury thee in a triumphant grave. A grave? No, a lantern slaughtered youth. For here lies Juliet. My love, my wife, death that has sucked the honey of thy cheeks, have had no power yet upon thy beauty. Thou art not conquered beauty's insight. Is crimson in thy lips and in thy cheeks, and death's pale flag is not yet advanced in it. Dear Juliet, why art thou so fair? I still will stay with thee, and never from my dim palace of night depart again. Eyes look your last, arms take your last embrace, and lips through the doors of breath, seal with a righteous kiss. To my love. Thus lips with a kiss I die.
St. Francis be my speed. How oft tonight have my old feet stumbled at graves. Who's there?
Here's one, a friend, and one that knows you well.
Bliss be upon you. But tell me, good my friend, what torch is yon that vainly lends his light to grubs and idle skulls? As I discern, it burneth from the cappel's monument.
It does so, holy sir. And there's my master, the one you love,
Who is it?
Romeo.
How long hath he been there?
For half an hour.
Go with me to the vault.
I dare not, sir. My master knows not that I am gone hence, and fearfully did menace me with death if I did stay and look on his intents.
Stay then, I'll go alone. Here comes upon me, oh much I fear, some ill unthrifty thing.
As I did sleep under this yew tree here, I dreamt my master in another fort, and that my master slew him.
Romeo! Alack, alack, what blood is this that stains the stony entrance of the sepulchre? What mean these masterless and gory souls, to lie discoloured by this place of peace? Romeo! Who came? Who else? What Paris too? And steeped in blood. Oh, what an unkind hour is guilty of this lamentable chance. The lady stirs.
Comfortable, friar. Where's my lord? I do remember well where I should be, and there I am. Where's my Romeo?
You boy. I hear some noise, lady. Come from that nest of death, contagion, and unnatural sleep. A greater power than we can contradict has thwarted our intents. Come, come away. Thy husband in thy bosom there lies dead, and Paris too. Come, I'll dispose of thee among a sisterhood of holy nuns. Stay not the question, for the watch is coming. Come, go, good Juliet, I dare no longer stay.
Go get thee hence, for I will not away. What's here? The cup, my true love's hand. Poison I see it been as time is in. Oh, child, drunk all and left no friendly drop to help me after. I will kiss thy lips. At least in poison yet doth hang on them to make me die with a restorative. My lips are warm.
Lead boy, which way?
Yea, noise. No, be free. Oh, happy dagger. This is thy sheep. Oh! There rough. And let me die.
This is the place there where the torch doth burnt.
What misadventure is so early out that calls our person from our morning rest?
What should it be that is so shrieked abroad?
All the people in the street cry Romeo. Some Juliet and some Paris, and all run with open outcry towards our monument.
What fear is this which startles in your ears?
Sovereign, here lies the Count of Paris slain, Romeo dead, and Juliet dead before, mourn and you killed.
Search, seek, and know how this foul murder comes.
Oh heavens! Oh wife! Look our daughter, please. This dagger hath misstayed. For lo is empty on the back of Montague, and is beschitten in my daughter's bosom.
Oh
liege, my wife, she is dead tonight. Grief of our son's exile hath stopped her breath. What further woe conspires against mine age?
Look, and thou shalt sing.
O thou, untaught, what manners is it this? To praise thy father before grace.
Seal up the mouth of outrage for a while, till we can clear these ambiguities, and know their spring, their head, and their true scent. And then will I be general of your woes, and lead you even to death. Meantime forbear. Let mischance be slave to patience. Bring forth the parties of suspicion.
I am the greatest, able to do least, yet most suspected, as the time and place doth make against me of the stifle murder. And here I stand, both to impeach and purge, myself condemned and myself excused.
Say at once what thou dost know in this.
I will be brief, for my short date of breath is not so long as is a tedious tale. Romeo, there dead, was husband to that Juliet, and she there dead, that Romeo's faithful wife. I married them, and their stolen marriage day was Tybalt's doomsday, whose untimely death banished the new-made bridegroom from the city. For whom and not for Tybalt Juliet pined. You to remove that siege of grief from her, betrothed, and would have married her perforce to county Paris. Then comes she to me, and with wild looks bid me devise some mean to rid her from the second marriage, or in my cell there would she kill herself. Then gave I her, so tutored by my art, a sleeping potion, which so took effect as I intended, for it wrought on her the form of death. Meantime I wrote to Romeo, that he should hither come as the dire night, to help to take her from her borrowed grave, being the time the potion's force should cease. But he who bore my letter, Friar John, was stayed by accident, and yesternight returned my letter back. But all alone at the prefixed hour of her waking, came I to take her from her kindred's vault, meaning to keep her at my cell till I could send to Romeo. But when I arrived, some minute ere the time of her awakening, here untimely lay the noble Paris and true Romeo dead. She awakes, and I entreated her come forth and bear this work of heaven with patience. But then a noise did scare me from the tomb, and she too desperate would not go with me, as it seems did violence on herself. All this I know, and to their marriage her nurse is privy. And if aught in this miscarried by my fault, let my own life be sacrificed, some hour before his time, under the rigor of severest law.
We still have no need for a holy man. Where is Romeo's man? What can he say to this?
I brought my master news of Juliet's death, and then a poster came from Mantua, to the same place, to the same monument. This letter he early bid me give his father, threatening me with death going into the vault. I departed not, and left him there.
Give me the letter. I will look on it. Where is the county's page that raised the watch? Sirrah, what made you a master in this place?
He came with flowers to strew his lady's grave, and bid me to stand alone, so I did. Anon come one of the lights to ope thee too, and by, my master drew on him, and then I ran away to call the watch.
This letter doth make good the friar's words, the course of their love, the tidings of her death. And here he says that he did buy a poison of a poor apothecary, and therewithal came to this vault to die, and lie with Juliet. Where be these enemies? Capulet? Montague? See what scourge is laid upon your hate. The heaven finds means to kill your joys with love. And I, for winking at your discords too, have lost a brace of kinsmen. All a punishing.
Oh, brother Montague, give me thy hand. This is my daughter's jointure. For no more can I demand.
But I can give thee more, for I'll raise your statue of pure gold, and whilst Rona by that name is known, no figure of such rank shall be set as that of faithful Juliet.
As rich shall Romeo's by his lady's lie. Poor sacrificer of our enmity.
a glooming peace this morning with it brings. The sun for sorrow will not show its head. Go hence to have more talks of these sad things. Some will be pardoned, and some punished. For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.
so much, and to coming here to the pack, to the beautiful pack, and supporting us to do our best. I thank you all. As you know, this is our last night, and I just want to say it's been an honor working with everybody here. Everyone's so talented, and I believe everyone will do their absolute best in their future, and I hope them well. And we wouldn't have been able to put this show on without you, the audience, and some other people. So, hey, we're going to tell you who the other people are, so we would like to bring them out.
Can we have someone from the lighting box down? Maybe Amber or Nancy.
Get some lights up too.
Come on down, come on down.
More so than I thought it would be when I chose it. It felt new, it didn't feel hundreds of years old, but the best thing has been working with this amazing group of young people. It's been a privilege and a challenge to work with such a huge cast. This isn't everyone. We've had a partial double cast as well, another Juliet, Lady Capulet, nurse, and Ben Volio, who's on stage with us. So I'm really proud of them. I think that they put on a really good standard performance, and the audience is sitting nice and quietly every night and really engaged. And so well done, and thank you again for supporting us, and we'll see you next year.
Andy is one of our fine Year 13 students, and he's been in every production since Year 9. He's put in amazing work, and I think he deserves a round of applause.